Hello Guardians, it is May 22nd. We are here on Nessus in Watcher's Grave for Xur. Xur has arrived in the gold barge once again, so we're going to go check his inventory. Just a reminder, if you guys are seeing this video right now during the day, we will be recording our podcast, The Last Word, tonight, actually. We've got a night edition. We've got our guest, Teasing Teddy. Guy has got, like, basically maxed out triumph score and everything else to play the crap out of this game. So definitely a lot of knowledge, a lot of things to discuss. It will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ebontis. So Last Word 104 tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. But for now, let's check out Xur's inventory. Alright, so for Xur, it looks like he is getting a tan exotic engram. Of course, don't forget to buy that one. If you've got plenty of shards, it's a nice way to get a chance at a decent stat roll on armor. Good thing is the armor that he does sell when we get into seasonal level 11, which will start on June 9th. These are going to start having random rolls, so we'll actually have a chance at good stat rolls, not just, you know, completing collections. Now let's look at his gear and see if he's got anything worthwhile. Alright, so for the weapon this week, we've got the Cerberus +1. If you guys wonder what Cerberus is, picture that three-headed dog if you've seen Harry Potter or anything like that. And the +1, obviously, because this thing has 4 barrels. So you've got four-headed dog, shoots erratic bullets from all gun barrels at the same time. Now this is a 360 auto rifle. It's going to be a slower firing one. It does come with rifled barrel, fluted barrel, full bore, and spread shot package. Aiming this weapon reduces the spread of its projectiles. Now, is this thing going to take anybody out at the range of a 360 auto rifle? No, not really. The range is actually fairly low. But if you get anybody in that medium range, this thing actually can put in quite a bit of work. Now, I haven't seen it used in a while, much less talked about in a while, but if you haven't actually acquired this thing before, missed it in previous times that it was available, definitely add it to your collection because you never know with buffing and tuning where they're going to be doing certain things in this game, especially if they start tuning things quicker. So if you don't have this, add it to your collection. It's one of these that, you know, it could come up as kind of awesome at some point just because we're never sure where things are going to get buffed and tuned and things of that nature. So you don't have it, get it. It is kind of cool. It is a unique weapon for sure, so give it a shot if you haven't seen it before. For the hunters, we've got a must-buy if you do not have this one. If nothing else, just to add it to your collection so you can always pull it in that moment you need it for a raid encounter or boss damage or something of that nature. Hawkeye Hack is the perk. Modifies Golden Gun to fire a single high-damage shot. Enemies eliminated by the shot explode and grant you super energy. Now, the good part about that second line of the perk, the explosions are cool. It's usually not that big of a deal. But the other thing is you get super energy back. Some people would have their Celestial Nighthawk on for, say, a Nightfall or something, and they would never want to use it until they get to the end because they don't want to use it on, like, lower or mid-level enemies because they know they just want to dump it into the boss and save it for then. Well, now, at least if you shoot like a mid-level enemy, yeah, you're going to dump it, but if you kill something, you will get a little bit of that energy back, so you'll get a little progress back towards your super. So if you use it like halfway through a strike, for example, to knock out one bigger level enemy, you're going to be able to use that thing again later on a little bit quicker, so it just gives people more flexibility to use that big, powerful single shot a couple more times than they might. So it actually has a little bit more benefit. Overall, still one that you need to get because that single shot is ultra powerful in those like raid damage DPS situations. You get one shot and then get to doing what anything else you're going to do. It's going to be really, really powerful and add a huge chunk to your DPS. So hunters, if you don't have this thing, buy it, add it to your collections. It's one you definitely want to have in the vault in case you need it. All right, for the Titans, we have Mask of the Quiet One. Armor perk here is Dreaded Visage. Grants ability energy when you're damaged. Pretty straightforward. If you take damage, which we do all the time in this game, you get some ability energy. Now, is it something you're going to try and take a lot of damage and risk dying all the time? Probably not. But at any point you do take at least even a little bit of damage, getting a boost to your ability recharge rates just all the time without even thinking about it, it's actually pretty beneficial. So definitely something you can get a lot of use out of. When you're critically wounded, meaning when you're in that red health bar, your shields are gone, you regain maximum health on kills. So if you do get a kill when you're wounded with this thing, you're in that tough spot, you do kill that one lower level enemy, you're going to get a boost to healing, which is really going to potentially save your butt in those tough moments. So overall, just a nice general use exotic. If you got a good stat roll in this one that you like, you can honestly leave this on and have benefits from it basically all the time. So it's actually pretty good that you can kind of enjoy this one without really thinking about it. And while the perks aren't overall like crazy exciting, you're going to be getting that subtle bonus all the time. So definitely one to consider using. If you haven't seen it before, add this one to your collection. Give it a try. Not a bad one just to leave on and forget about it and just get those benefits. Finally, we come to the Karnstein Armlets for the Warlocks. Your armor perk here is Vampire's Caress. Melee kills instantly restore a large amount of health and continue to restore health afterwards for a short duration. Now, you would think you're like, hey, I got my health back, why do I need to keep getting health? Well, if you're in a moment where if you get a melee kill and you are taking damage from other sources, you're still going to be getting that continued healing towards your character the entire time. Now, it's a short duration, might be like a few seconds, but if you do get a melee kill and that healing continues and gets you to max, but you take a little bit more damage, and then you still take that, get that continual healing, you can take a little bit of extra damage and then still be at that max health. So getting that melee kill, especially for Warlocks with, different class abilities, Celestial Fire, and then, Handheld Supernova, any of those that you could use potentially in many situations. Now, if you get that kill, getting that health regeneration to continue to tick for 2 or 3 seconds is going to give you a lot more survivability for longer as well. So if you enjoy basically any of the melee type style of abilities for Warlocks, this is one you can find quite a bit of use for. So again, a pretty cool one, kind of a subtle use, but those melee kills, if you enjoy them, definitely going to serve you very well with this one. And that pretty much does wrap it up for Xur. So again, remember, if you haven't subbed to the channel before, please hit that subscribe button and the alert bell, because starting in a couple of weeks, when we get to the new season, Xur is going to start having these armor pieces with random stat rolls. Right now, they're just what you pull from collections. 48, 48, and 50, they're all pretty trash. But, in about 3 weeks from now, he might have a Celestial Nighthawk that has, 64 stats. This one might have 52 and be terrible. This one might be 60. So we don't know, but we do know they are going to be random stat rolls. So you don't want to miss out on those, because these videos will keep coming as long as, of course, I can always post them. So stay tuned for that one. As I said, we will be recording the podcast tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. It is the Last Word podcast. We've got a guest on. He's played so much of this game. He's got hours beyond most of us. But all in all, definitely a lot to discuss with the changes, the tuning. Sunsetting still continues to be a discussion, so lots of stuff to talk about. Looking forward to tonight. It's on twitch.tv/Ebontis. Join us right in there, and I look forward to seeing you guys tonight. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Enjoy your evening, your weekend, and whatever you're doing, stay safe out there.